Ooh, ooh. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Monique. I post weekly Christian videos on my channel, and today I want to do a how I study the Bible by myself. So it's going to be titled How to Study the Bible for Beginners. And I wanted to do this video because I think I'm at a I think I am like fit for the job. I had to get my coffee because, well, not coffee, latte. This video because I think I am spiritually growing as far as drawing closer to God, to where I think I'm able to lead an online like step-by-step Bible study, if that makes sense. But this is just what I do and what helps me and stuff like that. So if you guys are new here, welcome. If you haven't pressed that subscribe button, go ahead and press that subscribe button and turn on my post notifications so you guys could get notified whenever I drop a video. Where's my, okay, so this right here is my Bible journal. This is new, so it only has like 1 page or 2 pages, I think. But yeah, so when I read the Bible, first and foremost, what I used to do, don't get me wrong, I still do it, but I learned to do something differently, which I'm going to explain right now. So what I used to do is whatever I'm feeling, well, I'm not going to say used to do, but I used to do it a lot, okay? So whatever I was feeling, like my emotion, I would look up a scripture online on Google, and then I would go to the scripture in the Bible. Does that make sense? And then I will apply that scripture to my life, and then I will write down meaning to me. So I have other journals that I'm not gonna pull out right now, but yeah, like I would just search up a scripture on Google, and yeah, I would search up a scripture on Google, and I will go to my Bible, go to that scripture, highlight it, meditate on it for the week and stuff like that. But now what I am learning to do is actually read the Bible in depth, in detail, because I want to know the stories in the Bible like the back of my hand, you know what I mean? Like, oh, Joseph's brothers tried to kill him but ended up selling him for money, and then Joseph got wealthy, and you know, God's outcome for Joseph was greater than what his brothers his brothers set him out for failure, like, you know, stuff like that. But right now I am in Exodus. I did finish Genesis, which that's a milestone for me. It's like when I finish a whole book in the Bible, like story in the Bible, I'm just like relieved, like, because I'm like, wow, like, okay, like I love it, I love this for me. But how I study the Bible is you can do 2 different things. So you can do the first thing that I said, you can look up a scripture, like say if you're feeling sad, right? What I'll do is like I'll go on Google, and like say if I'm sad, I'll put in scriptures for sadness, and then all the scriptures will pop up, and then I'll go into the Bible. So let's just say this is just a scripture, right? This is coming from Genesis chapter 50, 19 verses 21. So I'll basically highlight it. This is just an example, but I'll basically highlight it, and then on the side, and or my journal, which I like using my journal for stuff like this, but I'll basically write down what it means to me. Now, I'm a big note taker, I'm a big highlighter person, so everything is highlighted in here, okay? And that's just how it is. But basically I'll write down a scripture, and then I'll write it in here, and then I'll put meaning to me, and then I'll write down what the scripture means to me. So that's how I do my Bible study. But now I'm starting from Genesis all the way to the end of the book. So right now I am in Exodus. So the reason why I'm going to read the whole Bible is because I don't want to just keep looking up scriptures on how I feel. I want to be more connected with God. I want to understand what everybody in the Bible went through, or why they weren't listening, or, you know, how did they encounter God for the first time? You know what I mean? How did they spread the gospel of Jesus? Or, you know, what was bad and what was good about what they did? And I want to reflect, you know, as far as my character, you know, what I can do to draw more closer to Jesus, and also, you know, forgive and love like the people in the Bible did. So I want to really just like spiritually connect with them, because I think it's just so awesome that I just think it's so awesome, you know, and you can like learn like, okay, this person did this that was very wrong, and then God got on them, and this is how I want to understand how powerful God is, you know, by reading the Bible. But when you do Bible study, really just take your time. You could begin by just reading one chapter a day. You can even just read one scripture a day, literally, and meditate on it and write down what that scripture means to you and apply it to your life. You know what I mean? And even if you don't have an understanding of the scripture, pray to get understanding, because God most definitely is going to give you the understanding and break down that scripture so that you can understand it and so that you can apply it to your life. Does that make sense? But I think Bible studies by yourself and or with friends is just amazing. And, you know, I just love God, and I wanted to do this video because this is something that I do, and sometimes people just don't know where to start when it's their first time, you know, in the beginning stages of reading their Bible, and that's totally okay. Like, I didn't know where to start, but I started somewhere, and I started off by whatever I was feeling. I would look up a scripture, and then I would go in my actual Bible, not on my phone, not in the Bible app. I would go in my Bible and I would like go to that scripture, highlight it, take some notes, etc., and all that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was a short little video, but comment down below, you know, what story are you guys in? And I call every like scripture a story because they are stories and it's connected. You know what I mean? So yeah, so let me know which book of the Bible you guys are in. And yeah, and I will see you guys in my next one.